Hello and welcome to Threefold Herbal Healing. I'm herbalist Leo Sade. I help people grow their health from the roots up. I'm recording a third video in a series of videos about winter and how you can optimize your well-being with health and lifestyle tips in the harsh, cold, dark days of winter. I'm going to talk about bone broth today. Chicken soup, the mythological Jewish eel, is a well-known medicine. I know that I grew on chicken soup as a eel. I know it did some showing in many books, and I know it starred in many movies. So it's like something that we all know about. I think of bone broth as the ancestor of chicken soup. It is kind of the foundation of chicken soup. It is highly nutritive and it contains many minerals and collagen that can increase the integrity of the gut lining and heal the gut. And as we are going to touch in a moment, healing the gut is really the foundation of health. At my home, I buy a whole chicken from an organic farmer that I know once a week and cook it. And then after we eat it, I collect the bones. I put them in a slow cooker. And the story of the slow cooker is that I try to make bone broth in a pot on the stove for many, many times. And I burned many, many pots. So I recommend you actually use a slow cooker to make bone broth because it needs to simmer with water and a little bit of vinegar for me it's up to a week. I'm flexible with it, but I strain it. It's not scientific. I strain it whenever I have time. It could be 24, 48 hours. It could be a whole week. And then during the week, if I have other bones, I will just dump it into the, if we eat something with bone, I will just dump the bones into the simmering broth. Sometimes I add vegetable scrapes, and sometimes I even add herbs. So, but the broth is simmering all week long, and then at the end of the week, I will throw away the solids part and jar the broth, and then use it in cooking. Now, making bone broth for me is not just a healthy habit, it's also an ethical one. Whenever I eat meat, I'm at awe. I am full of gratitude for the gift of animals' life, and I'm determined to don't I don't like wasting any part of the animals, and that include the bones. Making bone broth is my way of acknowledging that plants and animals sacrifice their lives to sustain mine or ours. So I really want to use all parts of the animal and not be wasteful. So what are we talking about when we talk about bone broth? Broth is liquid that is made by simmering meat, bones, or vegetables, or all of them together, for really a prolonged period of time. So it's not just hours, we are talking days. While soup is what we think about when you think about a meal, broth can be an ingredient in making a soup. And it is cooked separately and before the soup, because if you cook the vegetable soup for a couple of days, they will be too mushy and they will lose their taste. There are many types of broths. Each one of them is for a different goal. For example, Dr. Byler's vegetable broth is a specific detox broth. Now, many people use the words broth and stocks interchangeably, but the expert, the people that are like chefs, refer to stock as having more bones than meat. So a bone stock has more bones. Bone broth usually have meat added to the simmering thing. If you're taking your first steps in brothing, using bones in your broth will provide all the minerals, amino acids, and collagens that you want to have in your broth. So I would start with just bones. Bone broth is the end product of extracting nutrients from vegetables, meat, or other foods that result from prolonged cooking and adding acids such as vinegar or wine to the pot. So you add vinegar because the vinegar reduces the pH of the water, and that helps pull out minerals from the bones. So some history about bone broths, because this is really something that human beings are doing for centuries. Our ancestors needed access to abundant nutrient as much as we do today. But for them, finding those nutrients, it was much harder than for us. Throwing away parts of an animal was really unthinkable. Successful ants were so rare that every part of the animal was precious. That is why broth became a staple food all over the world. The history of making broth can be traced to prehistoric time. Our ancestors collected the animal parts they could not chew on, placing them in either the stomach, the lining of the stomach, or in an empty abdominal pouch that they used kind of like a pot of the animal that they killed, and they hang that over the fire pit. The mixture consisted of bones, meats, vegetables, or plants material, and water. The invention of actual pots made it also much easier because you can imagine they needed to make those use the abdominal walls as pots. It was much more complicated process. Asian cuisine developed broth made from all birds, fresh or dried shellfish, animal feeds, and all of that brought a lot of nutrients to their broth. In Chinese traditional medicine, bone broth was used to build the qi, or vitality for cold, dry, and fragile people. So you might want to think about really elderly people or somebody after a really debilitating disease like cancer who is really depleted and weak and fragile, and that kind of bring vitality back. In Ayurveda, the ancient Indian medicine, bone broth was used for centuries to support bones, joint, hair, and nails. The Indians glorified bone broth as anti-aging elixir. So all those people nowadays that are looking for anti-aging quick fix, magic thing, blood infusions, whatever, bone broth. The Ayurvedic medicine thought about it way before them. Hippocrates, the father of Western herbalism, said, all disease begin in the gut. And he recommended bone broth for people with digestive complaint. So bone broth actually healed the gut. In the 12th century, the famous Jewish doctor and rabbi, the Rambam, prescribed broth for his patients, saying it was an excellent food as well as medication. Since then, the Jewish penicillin has become a healing balm for body and for the heart. Bone broth has many names, and it was used in many, many cultures, from France to Spanish to the Far East to the South, everywhere. But in all culture, it was revered as the foundation of a good soup and of a good soup, stew, and of medicine. The prolonged cooking of bone broth extract nutrient from them. Bones and cartilage are part of the connective tissue of the body. Connective tissue connects, support, and bind the cells together. Connective tissue is made out of substance that cells secrete and binds the cells together. This framework is called extracellular matrix. The extracellular matrix is made of protein, fibers, and ground substance that is either solid or liquid or gel. And when you make bone broth and cool it down, you will see that a gel will form on the top. Bone broths contain minerals in forms that your body can actually absorb really well. So drinking bone broth really add minerals to the body. And we are talking about calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, silicon, sulfur, and other minerals too. It is also rich in amino acids that are essential for healthy body. For example, proline is an amino acid that you can get from bone broth that is important for making collagen. So I know that a lot of people in the anti-aging, anti-wrinkling, all those movement are adding collagen to their diet. Having bone broth can give you that amino acid in a way that you can absorb it very well. Glycine is another protein that you can get from bone broth. Glycine is very important because it is an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and it's modulates the immune system and acts as a neurotransmitter in the brain that actually calms you down. So another amino acid that you can enjoy or absorb well when you use bone broth. When you make your bone broth, you can add herbs to your bone broth to enhance the healing properties of it. Roots are the part of the plant that usually are simmered for a longer period of time. So they are best appropriate to add to bone broth. Adding flowers and leaves, especially aromatic to bone broth, is wasteful. So here are some roots that you can add to your bone broth. Astragalus, you can add small pieces of astragalus to your bone broth. Astragalus is used to build the immune system in the winter. If you add it to your bone broth, your bone broth will be a little bit immune boosting in the winter. Codenopsis, build vitality, or qi, like the Chinese, it's a Chinese herb, like the Chinese put it. Burdock is very good for its moistening and cooling, and very good for the integrity of the gut, and also for skin conditions and for the liver. So consider putting burdock. That's the main one that I use in my bone broth every week. So how would you prepare bone broth? Making bone broth is easy and doesn't take a long time. You just collect all the bones from the meal, put it in a slow cooker, cover with room temperature water. I like distilled water because well water have fluoride, and well water have minerals in them, so they already absorbed enough mineral into the water, and they will have a hard time extracting and adding more minerals. So distilled water are the best. Add a little bit of vinegar, and it doesn't matter if you add a white vinegar or apple cider vinegar, it's just the acidity of it. To balance the pH, the acid will pull the minerals from the bones. You can add vegetable peels and scrapes at any time when the broth is simmering, and you can add the herbs. Bring to a boil and then simmer at least for 24 hours, but usually longer. You can simmer up to a week. Then strain, compost all the solids that you put in the broth, cool the water, the fluid of it, the broth itself, and then pour it into a mason jar, and you can refrigerate it for up to a week. As I said, I use bone broth as a base for soups, stews, and cooking grains like rice. It makes the rice softer and it tastes so much better than just cooking rice in water. I suggest bone broth to all my clients, I would say, because like Hippocrates believed, I believe too, that all chronic conditions have their roots in the gut, and that by healing the gut, you can grow health from the roots up. That is me for today. I hope you found it beneficial. I would love to hear back from you. So please leave me a comment, tell me what you thought, what you learned. I would actually love to hear if I can do better, or if there is a question that you want me to cover. So leave me something in the comment. Thank you. I'm very grateful for you to taking the time and watching me. Have a good day and see you next week.